Good morning. Wednesday. 8 o'clock. I've had a shower. Nice warm showers, or hot showers in here. You'd have to pay for them either, it's included. I'm off on bin duties. I'd like to see if I can find Derek before we finally lay him to rest. It's a bit misty and I wouldn't mind getting going now and cruising in the mist. Enchanting. But the princess is still in bed. Well, the old queen. So I don't want to disturb her just yet. Been there, done that. Right. Can't go that way because it's too wet. So we'll go over the bridge again. Did I show you that text Mrs. Malicious sent me? Because I said I'm going over to the bridge to get a good photograph. She sent me a text, have you fallen off the bridge? So I'm assuming these flood defences are the same thing that they do at Ulton Broad. It's not so much because they're going to get flooded, it's in case they get flooded. They put them up in October, take them down in April. Is that how it's going to be every year? October comes along, floods for months. Right. See, it's not quite the same as Ulton Broad, is it? In the park. Have I been that way before? I think I have, about that. Yeah, there's a big car park over there, isn't there? Let's go and have a look up that way. Derek! Derek! He's not here, is he? I think I might suggest to the missus that we set should I go back that way? Should I go this way? I could walk around the field, can I? That we set off in half an hour. Well, what's your head? Set off in half an hour, get up to Somerleyton, we could have a walk up to the hall. Even if it's just a walk up to the hall and don't even go in it. And then walk back. A quickie in the Duke's Head. And then go wherever it takes us then. I don't really fancy Reedham if it's overflowing with the high tide. It doesn't seem too bad this morning, but then again it's on its way out now. Derek! Oh my god, somebody's camping here. No, can't be. Yeah. Well, that's a nice quiet place to sleep, isn't it? Right at the side of a major road. This is a proper test for me walking shoes now to see if they're waterproof. Derek's not got me around here, it's too noisy. The right one is definitely not waterproof. My foot is soaking. Well, looking out for Derek has ended. We can only assume that Derek's deceased. Derek is no more. It's a dead squirrel. What's this do here? What's that about? Oh, it's a sensor. The Waveney is a secret river by turns lazy and agile, dashing over shallow beds of golden gravel, and suddenly quiet, dignified and deep, it winds through water meadows, damp woods and marshes in a wide basin that was once tidal from Yarmouth to Diss. The Broads National Park. It still winds people up, that, doesn't it? Walks. Gelderston Loop, 2.5 hours. Yep, that's about right. Richardson's boating holidays. The Richardson's boating holidays story began in 1944 when Mr. Robert Richardson Jr. purchased his first motor cruiser and started offering boating holidays on the Norfolk and Suffolk Broads. Today, operating from Stalham Marina, we now have the largest holiday charter fleet in the Broads National Park, and are proud to support the Broads Trust and its network of discovery hubs, which enable visitors to discover the natural beauty and hidden corners of this unique and beautiful area. Well, there you have it. Right, I'm going to see what she wants to do. Have a misty cruise. What's she doing then? Checking how much electric. Alright, now listen. Get your act together because we're going now, right? I'm sick of you telling me what I have to do and what I can and can't do. And I told her to put £3 on here, and if it's run out, it's her own bloody fault. I'm not having it anymore. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Can't even get in here. Oh. Right, where's she now? Morning, love. What would you like to do today?
Oh God, am I on camera? Pyjamas again.
See? Told her, didn't I? 8:31 and we're ready for aft.
Yeah, it is. Thank you very much. Okay, Dad.
Yeah, cheers.
Have a safe trip. See you later.
12 minutes left on the card. I'll just leave that now until it runs out. So the guy there at Beccles yacht station just said, "What are your plans for today?" to Christine. And she didn't even think about saying, "I'll have to ask my husband." She said, "I think we're going to Reedham." I don't know. I've been too soft with her. Right, anyway. I saw this thing on Facebook. Where are we? See if I can find it. Made me chuckle. It's a bit of a long one. Oh, I don't know if I can do it while I'm concentrating. So the Smiths were unable to conceive children and decided to use a surrogate father to start their family. On the day the proxy father was to arrive, Mr. Smith kissed his wife goodbye and said, "Morning." I think you might be waiting for me. So he kissed his wife goodbye and said, "Well, I'm off now. The man should be here soon." Half an hour later, just by chance, a door-to-door baby photographer was going around touting for business, hoping to make a sale. So he rings the bell. "Good morning," he said. "I've come to..." "Oh, no need to explain," Mrs. Smith cut in, embarrassed. "I've been expecting you." "Have you really?" said the photographer. "Well, that's good. Did you know babies are my speciality?" So she says, "Well, that's what my husband and I had hoped for." Are they still loitering? No, they're still... They were just having a chat, aren't they? Yeah. So, after a moment, she asked, blushing, "Well, where do we start?" "Leave everything to me. I usually try 2 in the bathtub, 1 on the couch, and perhaps a couple on the bed. And sometimes the living room floor is fun. You can really spread out there." Bathtub, living room floor? No wonder it didn't work out for Harry and me. Well, none of us can guarantee a good one every time, but if we try several different positions and I shoot from 6 or 7 angles, I'm sure you'll be pleased with the results. "My, that's a lot," gasped Mrs. Smith. "In my line of work, a man has to take his time. I'd love to be in and out in 5 minutes, but I'm sure you'd be disappointed with that." "Don't I know it," said Mrs. Smith quietly. The photographer opened his briefcase and pulled out a portfolio of his baby pictures. "This was done on the top of a bus," he said. "Oh my God," Mrs. Smith exclaimed, grasping her throat. "And look, these twins turned out exceptionally well when you consider their mother was so difficult to work with." "She was difficult?" asked Mrs. Smith. "Yes, I'm afraid so. I finally had to take her to the park to get the job done right. People were crowding around 4 or 5 deep to get a good look." 4 or 5 deep?" said Mrs. Smith, her eyes wide with amazement. "Yes," the photographer replied, "and for more than 3 hours too. The mother was constantly squealing and yelling. I could hardly concentrate, and when darkness approached I had to rush my shots. Finally, when the squirrels began nibbling on my equipment, I wonder if it was Derek, I just had to pack it all in." Mrs. Smith leaned forward. "Do you mean they actually chewed on your equipment?" "It's true, yes. Well, if you're ready, I'll set up my tripod and we can get to work right away." "Tripod?" "Oh yes, I need to use a tripod to rest my Canon on. It's much too big to be held in the hand for very long." Mrs. Smith fainted. Oh, it made me chuckle, that. Kingfisher on the sign up there. Gone now. I bet they didn't see it on that boat there. Could have got a nice picture of that. Well, yesterday, coming down from Moulton Broad to Beccles, the only boat we saw on the river that was moving was the Rangers. It's looking like it's going to be the same today. So I'll just get my breakfast and cracking. Gotta be firm with them. Question. Chris?
Yeah?
Can I have a coffee with mine, please, dearest?
Hey?
Coffee and instead of that pomegranate stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know what I mean? Tree 'em mean, keep 'em keen. You heard what I said, didn't you? Instead of the pomegranate. So I'm having it as well as the pomegranate. It's not too bad, but it's not my favourite smoothie, that one. I do my own smoothies at home in the NutriBullet. Yeah, so it's mainly a fruit smoothie. I have done them before with kale. I tend to put frozen fruit, bit of Greek yogurt and some almond milk. Whiz it all up. Well, actually, no, I put a little teaspoon of turmeric in, or turmeric, whatever you want to call it. A little bit of ground ginger and some honey. Whiz it all up and put Christine's in a cup, and I have mine over some granola for my breakfast. And come on holiday and eat bacon butties. Well, according to the weather forecast, it's going to brighten up about 11 o'clock and then be nice and sunny. And tomorrow, sunny most of the day. But not as warm. It says 17 degrees for this afternoon, which isn't too bad for this time of year, is it? Start playing chicken with me. Can you see that? Is it normally flashes, doesn't it, when you put your camera on it? We're at Dick's Mount on the Waveney. Anybody know why it's called that? Nothing to do with that baby photographer, is it? Right, where are these visitor moorings now? It's got to be just here. Yeah, why would you have visitor moorings having to collect the mooring fee every day when you can get private boats in there and pay yearly? That's what Claire's going to be doing up at Brewing Boats. With those, I think I've already said on there, with those moorings near the White Heron. Just slowed right down as the tide turned. You can't have can it now? Thank you. It feels though it's slowed down a lot. Oh, well, it's not till 11 o'clock ish. Where is it? I should have to put you down. Yeah, 11 o'clock. So the tide is still falling. Somerleyton. Somerleyton Swing Bridge. 10:34. How far are we off? Will I have to turn round? Or will we manage it this way? Waveney River Centre. Somerleyton. 1 hour. Oh, it might be alright, the tide will be rising by then. Possibly. Should have no problem getting through the bridge. I noticed it when I came down this way. Round about here there's a real bad sewage smell. What did I say, an hour? 11 o'clock. So still on for the plan, aren't we? Walk up to Somerleyton Hall, even if it's closed, just walk up there. I should imagine there's quite a lot of people haven't been up to the hall. From what I remember, it's a little bit of a walk, but then again we did have kids with us. Tried to lose them in the maze, but it didn't work. I don't think I've actually put that video will not be on YouTube because it was on when I very first started doing them, and I just put them onto disc for home entertainment. Yeah, so somebody commented on one of my pictures yesterday. I won't be putting any on there today because I don't want to upset the admin. But I disagree with his theory about the algorithm, because in the summer I can understand it if everybody's posting every day, posting quite a few pictures. I can understand that. But this time of year there's only me on river. So, well, there isn't only me obviously, but there's hardly anybody posting pictures. I don't get it. One of the admin keep them coming said last week about the pictures because it's gone quiet obviously. And the other one, you know the rules and so do I. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh right, so somebody commented about the cost of everything down here. It is expensive. Hiring a boat's never been a cheap thing, has it? It's doable, but I always used to think if we was going with like sharing it with sister and whoever or whatever, it's not too bad. But when it's you, your missus, and well, there were 4 kids, it can be expensive. And then you moor it everywhere you go nowadays. You've got to pay for moorings, haven't you? He was having a laugh, weren't he, at Potterham? 25 quid. Not Potterham, Wroxham. 16 pound at Alton yacht station. That was with electric. I think it was, what did you say it was? 14. I think it was 14 pound at Beccles, and then you have to put electric on separate. And then when you're going out for meals, seems since COVID, put the prices up, and they've not took them back down again, which you would do, wouldn't you? You wouldn't really put a price up, you don't never see them taking the prices down, do you? So it's been averaging around £5 a pint more often than not. No, actually, it hasn't been averaging that. It's been averaging more than that. £5.40, £5.60. It was £4.50 in the Angel at Loddon. And then you go to Alton Broad and the Waveney River Centre. No, what am I talking about? The Waveney Inn, £2.45. And then yesterday up at Beccles, you can go in the snooker hall, and from 12 till 4 it's £2.50 a pint. After that it goes to £3.50 a pint. Bear and Bells wasn't even open. We went in the Waveney Hotel, and that was £5 something for a pint. And then you go in the King's Head. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but a pint of Worthington's £1.99. And it was hammered when I went in to get the drinks. And you go in there, can't you? You can get a meal and a pint for 10-12 quid. It's a sign of the times, isn't it? People can't afford to go eating out, paying £20 a head for food. Not every day anyway. So the shared ownership on a syndicate boat, well, there isn't one for sale now on Thunder. Steve, who came down, he's already paid for it, and I've not done the paperwork yet, so I need to get on to do that. Oh, I don't need to get home to do that. I'm not leaving to go and do that, but I'll need to do it when I get home. it's a viable option, isn't it? But I think the whole place is pricing itself out a bit. The amount of boats for sale. BA whapping the fees up again. Talk of 12% hike on the tolls. Ooh, don't get me going. Yeah, I mean, you can make it a cheap holiday, can't you? You don't have to go out drinking and eating. Some people don't, do they? They'll go on wild more. A couple of cans. So you can make it a cheap, reasonably cheap holiday once you pay for your boat, your hire boat. Barrels. Still haven't seen a boat on the river. Is it a mirage? Yeah, we jumped that then when I saw it come round the bend. Well, it woke me up. Oh, we're not far off the bridge now. It's not an hour from there. Well, I suppose depending if you're going with or against the tide. Right, there's the bridge. So that's taken what? Half an hour. They are only guidelines, these river distances. So the tide is still falling, but it's not going to be falling that fast. I might even attempt to get in this way. Even if I have to reverse in. Is this another boat moving up here? Is that 2 in the space of 5 minutes? What are we on? Oh, 8? Is that 5? 6? 7? Oh, plenty. Just have to duck a bit. It's 10 foot. More than when we came down. Draft 10 foot. Oh, I haven't seen that before. Air draft 10 foot. They always do that. That's the first time I've seen that.
It's closed on a Wednesday.
Is it? What the Duke said?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right, we won't bother stopping there. Unless you just... No, shall we not bother? Typical.
We open to the public, the gardens Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday and bank holiday Mondays off.
I'm not about the all, I'm not about the Duke's head.
Oh no, I'm on about the all.
Oh no, that... No. Just walk up to it. I didn't mean go in it.
All right.
10 foot. Don't even have to duck. I'm skipping my plans then. Thought she meant the Duke's head we weren't talking. Can't be waiting for a bridge to open, surely to goodness. It's going to be 10 foot on that. Chris, if you do the back, I think we should be almost at slight, but if you do the back first, I can keep the front in. I might have to reverse up a bit. It does tend to be dragging me around still. Yeah, they don't do as they told these tides. I've got to reverse in. Do it a bit quick, right, if you can. And I'll keep the front there. You get off me, yeah. We'll be fine there for, I'll just check this rope. We'll be fine there for an hour or so. Well, yeah, hour and a half.